Yo, before the video starts, I want to say two things real quick. Number one, this video was actually made before the COD Mobile update had dropped, so do keep that in mind while watching the video. The gameplay might be a little bit older from the previous season, so forgive me for that. Also, two, the audio of me talking may not be the best quality-wise, and that's unfortunate. I can't really do too much to fix that, so sorry for that once again, man. But other than that, let's go on ahead and continue with the video.
Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Raph, back in the COD Mobile banger video, man. Now, in today's video, I do present to you guys, finally, the movement tutorial. I was promising you guys that I was going to be able to drop this from a previous video, and I'm sorry it took me a while to edit, but in today's video, I will be introducing to you guys, man, finally the movement tutorial. So, there will be two parts to this video. The first part, obviously, will be the basic fundamentals to acquiring movement. You know what I'm saying? I'll be explaining to you what settings are required, how to basically start off doing movement. And the second part of the video will be my movement plays that I specifically do in game. You know what I'm saying? This will be like sliding, drop shotting, just what to do in certain scenarios and etc. Stuff like that. So stay tuned. It will be a pretty long video, maybe 15 minutes. I'm not sure. I hope you guys do enjoy it and watch the full video. And if you guys did have better movement after watching the full video, let me know in the comment section. Any specific things you want to say to me, just let me know in the comment section. Smash the like button down there. Subscribe if you are new. Let's go ahead and continue with the video. Right, moving into our first training room, man, I'm going to be showing you guys basically the fundamentals of movement, the basics you need to know in order to start actually getting better at movement, to say the least, you know what I'm saying? So, the first thing you want to do, obviously, go into your settings. I'm going to, just for this video's sake, make my opacity of my joystick maximum so you guys can actually see where I place my joystick. So, first things first, you want to go to your settings and you want to know what you can take into account what the scale of your joystick is. You know what I'm saying? My scale of my joystick is at 100. Therefore, what we're going to do after we get that number, you know what I'm saying? I want you guys to understand, the bigger your joystick, the lower you want your always sprint digit to be. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't really know what your proper walk mode or like walk mode digit is, you know what I'm saying, so you can comfortably walk and sprint at the same time, because you got to take into account the first thing. In order to get your movement better, you have to understand the basic fundamentals of movement. Everything is required. You need to sprint in order to have good movement. You need to sprint, you know what I'm saying? That's how you have good movement, you know. So in order to do that, you can do two things. Number one, make sure you find your actual walk sensitivity digit. Mine is 83, you know what I'm saying? I just find 83 the perfect for me. But if you guys don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying, you can always just toggle always sprint on for the rest of this video. And what this will basically do is you don't have to put as much effort, you know what I'm saying, wherever you move your joystick, you know what I'm saying, you're just going to be sprinting. Now, the second thing, I'm going to be zooming into my joystick for y'all. And the thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you know, this little button, the middle of the joystick, right, which actually indicates where you're moving your character and stuff. You have to make it so that it's in what I like to call the Goldilocks zone. I'm going to pull up a photo on the screen right now, and this is what I like to call the Goldilocks zone. The reason why I call it the Goldilocks zone is basically because when you have your joystick, little ball of joystick in this direction, you're actually sprinting. Too much to the right, you're going to start strafing and walk. Too much to the left, the same thing, right? So it's just this specific area that you have to keep your joystick in, and you're going to always be sprinting. So now that we got that part down, you know what I'm saying, the first part, obviously sprinting, now we're going to move on to the second part of the tip. Now obviously once you've figured out how to, you know what I'm saying, sprint comfortably, whether you have always sprint on or not, the second thing you want to do is go into your HUD, and you're going to have to actually need a HUD, something like this, where you have at least the jump and the crouch and the jump button in one spot. That way you're going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do slide, jump, stuff like that. Just easily, no effort at all, just be able to tap these two buttons, right? So once you're able to do that, you know what I'm saying, the third thing you need to do, hop into your sensitivity. Obviously, most people actually think I play high sensitivity. I really don't. The main reason why I have my standard sensitivity, by the way, your camera and your firing standard sensitivity is what your sensitivity is when you're just turning around, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure firing sensitivity is when you're just ADS. When you're ADS and turning around and just character moving around and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I have it really high is because I actually refrain from playing with an actual digit for speed excel. Because the main problem, let's say I used to play 140. That's right, 140 speed excel. You know what I'm saying? The main problem is it's really inconsistent the more like you actually flick your thumb, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you can either do two things. You can play with an actual high speed acceleration and low camera sense and low, you know what I'm saying, just camera sense in general, or you can play zero speed excel, which I actually like. By the way, zero speed excel is basically very, 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 very little speed acceleration, you know what I'm saying? It's much better than fixed speed for me personally, because with fixed speed it actually feels a lot more fast, to say the least, right? But you know what I'm saying, you have to make sure you have your sensitivity properly down for the standard sensitivity. ADS sensitivity is just, I'm not going to honestly pay attention to that now, just because that's just your ADS sensitivity if you want to flick and stuff like that. Today's video is basically going to be orbiting around the whole movement mechanism, right? It's not really about aim, so we're going to forget about aim sense for now, but focus on what your best sensitivity is for standard sensitivity and standard sensitivity under firing, camera, the same thing, yada yada. So those are the two basic fundamentals of movement, you know what I'm saying, the two things you need to have in order to actually start off with your movement. So some tips I can give you outside of the game, if we're going to just load out of the game. Two things I have to give you guys that are pretty major tips that'll actually help your movement be a lot more better. The first thing is actually to build your guns out of mobility, you know what I'm saying? So this is I'm using the PPSH just because it's the fastest gun you can actually use in the whole game right now, and this thing actually moves as fast as an actual knife, believe it or not. But that's mainly because the mobility is at 13%. But we're gonna go on ahead and use maybe, let's say, the P90, you know what I'm saying, or the CBR4, just because it's a very often used weapon. CBR4 doesn't have any actual mobility based attachments that boost your mobility, so I would always refrain from using marksman barrel if you want to have good move, because the thing is, the higher your actual movement speed is, you know what I'm saying, the more further you're going to slide, the more mobile you are, right? And you want to have mobility, because with mobility equals, you know what I'm saying, movement. It's just simple as that. The second thing I have to actually ask you guys to put on is the perk lightweight. And the reason why I say put on lightweight is because although it only boosts your sprinting speed by 5%, most people don't actually notice, but lightweight actually allows you to jump further, it allows you to slide further, it allows you to do anything as in terms of movement a lot more further and more fluent compared to not using lightweight. You can use Skulker, but the only benefit you get with using Skulker is strafing, you know what I'm saying? And strafing is really basic movement, it's just ADSing left to right, you know what I'm saying? You can just counter that by using stocks that actually boost your ADS movement speed, you know what I'm saying? But for this video's sake, because we're focusing on movement and not strafing, when you're going to forget about Skulker. So those are the two things I'm going to have to recommend you guys to do, you know what I'm saying? Those are the basic fundamentals, and I'm going to load back into a training mode, and when I'm loaded in, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the actual moves that I do in order to win gunfights. Loading back into the training room, man. So before I actually hop into explaining what moves I do, keep in mind I am playing with my Handcam setup. So when I do have my Handcam setup, I'm not actually the best, but I will try my best to, you know what I'm saying, show you guys my basic moves, stuff like that. So before I even go on ahead and explain the moves I do, just keep into account the basic fundamentals, right? What I said in the very first step, you know what I'm saying? Keep your joystick's little ball in the Goldilocks zone, you know what I'm saying? That way you're going to be able to sprint, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand, if you're not sprinting, you can't slide, because if you're just walking, you're just going to end up crouching, you know what I'm saying? If you're jumping, you're just going to jump really far, you know what I'm saying, compared to sprinting, right? So just keep that into account if that makes sense. Make sure you're always sprinting, you know, so get that body down. The first thing, obviously, just slide peeking, pretty basic stuff that I do. Let's say this is an enemy, you know what I'm saying, just slide to the left, slide to the right. It's pretty easy. All you have to do, make sure your joystick's at the top. Obviously, all you have to do, joystick up, flick to the left or flick to the right, and all while you're sprinting, tap the slide button, you know what I'm saying? I'll zoom in my Handcam, make it post up to my phone, so you guys can actually see exactly what I'm doing. Really easy. If you guys caught that, I'll do it once more. And I'll do it in slow motion one time for you guys. Really easy stuff. Alright, so the second thing, you know what I'm saying, once you get that body down, you're going to be able to do a lot of things. Just like, let's say, if you want to know how to do a bunny hop, I'm still kind of learning how to do, you know what I'm saying? It requires extremely accurate timing, but all you have to do, right? First thing first, make sure you're sprinting. Flick to the left, or flick, for this video's purpose, I'm going to flick to the left because it's really easy to do to the left. You know what I'm saying? So step 2 is do this. Step 3, slide. And while you're done sliding, you know what I'm saying, you have to actually, you want to actually ADS while you're doing this, right? So slide, so basically flick to the left, slide, jump, bunny hop. Really easy stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it once more for you guys while I'm zoomed in. So once again though, do it in slow motion for you guys. Check it out. Actual pretty easy stuff, you know what I'm saying? It may sound pretty overwhelming, but once you actually practice it, you know what I'm saying, practice makes perfect. I know a lot of you guys want to have movement that I have, and believe me or not, dude, this movement took a lot of work and a lot of hard work to actually master, you know what I'm saying? So do keep into account, you're not going to be able to get this movement overnight, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of practice. You have to master your sensitivity, master your HUD, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So we got the basic slide peek and the basic slide bunny hop stuff down, you know what I'm saying? The third thing I'm going to show you guys is, I like to call this the dolphin jump, where let's say this is an enemy and he's shooting at you, you know what I'm saying, you do a little dolphin jump. I like to call it the dolphin jump just because I don't really know a proper word for it. You could call it the frog jump, but I don't know, whatever it is called. All you have to do in order to do this move, you know what I'm saying, obviously sprint, slide, flick 180, make sure you're able to do an easy 180 and jump to the opposite direction. In this case, we're sliding right, so the opposite direction is left, so keep that into account, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, once again, sprint, slide, 180, jump. I'll do it in slow motion. I'll actually zoom in for you guys so you guys are able to see what I'm doing. You can do it pretty slow, but if this move, by the way, is really effective because you'll actually look really glitched on the enemy's POV. Now, the fourth move that I actually prefer to use a lot of times in gunfights, and it's just really smooth, I like to call this the backslide, you know what I'm saying, or the Michael Jackson, the moonwalk, whatever you want to call it, bro. Basically, all you do, there's a gunfight, let's say this enemy over here is shooting at me, just do a 180, quick 180, slide, quick 180 slide, backslide, you know what I'm saying. So this might look a little complicated, like how the hell do you do that? It's really simple actually. So you remember the move previous to this was the dolphin jump, and what you have to do in the dolphin jump is basically do a 180, you know what I'm saying. With this case, it's the exact same. You have to do a 180, but in this case, you know what I'm saying, make sure you're sprinting, do a quick 180, right, quick 180 slide, and while you're doing that, immediately turn around. So I actually noticed my hand cam was out of the frame there on my camera, so check it out. Make sure you're sprinting really easily, quick 180 slide, and while you're doing the slide, make sure you turn around really fast, you know what I'm saying. If you guys don't already notice already, you do need to have, in order for your movement to become really fluent like mine, you need to have you need to have mastered your perfect sensitivity, especially when it comes to standard camera sense, you know what I'm saying. Because the standard firing sense obviously is just when you're ADS, but standard camera sense is when you're just like that, right? So you have to understand, you have to make it to account you have your sensitivity mastered out. And this is also another reason why I don't actually play with speed acceleration, really simple stuff, you know what I'm saying. But I call that the black slide. So once more, I'm going to do this in slow motion and make sure it's really zoomed in for you so you guys can actually see exactly what I'm doing. Really easy stuff. Simple as that. But yeah, hopefully that did help you guys. I know it may be a disappointment, but at the end of the day, bro, these are the basic fundamentals and some moves that I actually like to do in scrims. I didn't actually include strafing, drop shotting, because these are just brain dead moves that anybody can do, you know what I'm saying. Nobody needs to explain how to drop shot, right? All you gotta do is press the crouch button. Simple as that, man. But back on topic, these are the advanced moves that I like to do, obviously, you know what I'm saying. Slide jump, or like, you know, so bunny hop, stuff like that. And hopefully these moves did help you guys improve. I know it might have been a disappointment, but that's only because I can't explain to you guys all of the movements, you know what I'm saying. You can't really replicate another player's movement. And movement is just something you have to master yourselves, you know what I'm saying. The fundamentals that I did explain in the first half of the video will actually help you improve your movement. So if your movement did improve and if you guys did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a lot if you guys would show your love by tapping the like button down there. If you guys do have any criticism, let me know in the comment section. I will reply to any comments. If you guys do want to see a third movement tutorial, I am not really the greatest when it comes to explaining how I do movement. It's just something I've come to master through playing a lot, you know what I'm saying. So hopefully all these tips and tricks and fundamentals, the basics, everything about the video did help you guys improve your movement. So if you guys haven't already, go on ahead and smash the like button down there, subscribe if you are new, and we'll catch you guys in the next video, bro. Peace out, y'all.